Luke 7:23, Jesus makes what might seem like kind of an odd statement. He says, "Blessed are those who do not fall away because of me." Now, that's odd, huh? I mean, we talk about people falling away all the time. They fall away from churches and from ministries and from marriages and from the faith in general. People just kind of get tired and walk away. But falling away because of Jesus? How does that happen? And I think there are a lot of ways we can answer that. In fact, if you'd like to participate in a discussion of that question, you can join us on School, SKOOL.com, under the Live Your Faith page. Live Your Faith is also the title of our podcast, but we have a group there on School called Live Your Faith where we talk about things like this. I was considering response to that question, and it came down for me to one word, and that is expectations. Our expectations of Jesus set us up sometimes for failure. And when he doesn't meet those expectations, that's when we get upset, walk away, fall away, however you want to put it. Certainly that was the case in the first century. They thought he was going to come in, kick the Romans' butts and throw them out and establish his kingdom on earth. And he didn't do that. He established his kingdom, but not the way they thought. He didn't throw out the Romans. He established a spiritual kingdom. He later would say, "My kingdom's not of this world." And yet he talked about the fact that the kingdom of God was among them and told his disciples that. So clearly it exists. It just wasn't the way they thought it would be. Now, we look forward to his return and believe he'll establish what we sometimes call the fullness of his kingdom then. That's for sure. But in the meantime, do we have expectations of Jesus that maybe sometimes are different than the reality? Expectations of when he's going to heal us or if he'll heal us, or expectations of financial blessing, or expectations of certain answered prayers that maybe he answers in a different way. Sometimes we think of him as just the gentle, loving, sweet Jesus, and we're faced with the fact that he is a God also who can be angry at sin, who turns over money changers' tables and chases people and animals out of the temple court. He can do that. Anyway, expectations can be an issue. And I'm sure there are other thoughts on this. I'd love to hear from you. Join us on School under Live Your Faith and let us know, will you? I'm Pastor Joel. Thanks for joining me on Ministry Minute.